Hello everyone and welcome back to Victoria 2's Greater Japanese Empire, where we have just finished our invasion of Mexico, established the Japanese Pacific States, and are moving on to Canada. This was our battle plan. Did it go exactly like this? No, it did not. It actually went completely different. I pushed further than this and did all this, but it was fun. I enjoyed it at least. So all these guys are going back up north, which is good. Last episode I did say I was going to add another event or decision, particularly for this. And it's our war with Canada decision, and basically just has us declare war on Canada to liberate the Japanese cores up here, the Greater Japanese Empire. Besides that, I did go ahead and edit this as well, where the United Federation of India will not form any of these. There's like 5 or 6 different formable nations in India, so I made sure that they wouldn't have the option to do that because, well, for obvious reasons. Let's see. And you guys are all moving. Great. Our education efficiency is 79%. I'm curious if this includes our puppets as well. It probably does. Because we are only expanding our puppet, but yet it's increasing this. Greater Japanese Pacific States. A little bit of run on words, but Greater Japanese Pacific States. I mean, it sounds alright still. Our armies are in position. It's Canada. Canada only has 44 troops. Such a weird America. Their Bargoy dictatorship. Or bourgeoisie. Is that what you wanna? Bourgeoisie. Or Bargoy. Anyways, Canada. We are gonna declare war on ya. And here we go. The Japanese Pacific States have been formed, and the last obstacle towards true domination in the Americas lies in the Canadian provinces to the north of the Pacific States. Let this be our final message to the world that the Greater Japanese Empire shall never again be threatened and trifled with. So now we are at war with the UK and Canada to allow the Japanese Pacific States to acquire all states of the core provinces. And this should demand that from Canada. Yep. So I'm going to call the Japanese Pacific States into this war because, well, it's a war for them. They should join. And here, yeah, 3 attack. That's actually pretty good for us. So I'm going to have you do that. And I think I just sent a really weak army in. And the rest of you, just go do you. I'll probably leave that for another army. You guys can go right. And how much wars? This is a 100 war score for this. Okay. I don't think they're going to be able to do very much. The UK has 66 ships. Looks like they have a bunch of rebels, though. 66 is actually a decent amount. And Canada has 71. And they have 20 out of 30. And I don't have a fleet either. Regardless, we do have our land armies. So I think we'll be fine anyways. Just gotta wait for our armies to recruit a bunch more people because we are currently lacking all of our troops. That should be pretty quick. That's 4.3 war score. You push here. I think we only really require, yeah, this portion of the country. And I was gonna send this army here to go to Whitehorse. They did it. Well, I guess they're mobilizing. You go to Sakatone. Might be able to cut them off enough where they can't get all their troops. Or get a bunch of their mobilized units ready. So let's go to Fort St. John over here. Should already be at, yeah, 23%. 4.10 war score from attacker occupation. Which is pretty good. And it's only the UK and Canada. So considering that, there's only this part of the UK. Because I don't think they really own, well, I guess Africa. They own. And parts of the Middle East. And they still own parts of in India as well. But the Maratha Confederacy is probably going to be able to take that fairly quickly. The Kingdom of the Indus may become independent before this campaign is through. Which, I mean, I guess that's, well, if they say my allies, I guess that's fine. I didn't realize when I was making those nations that they would become so powerful. Alright, took Vancouver Island. So how about you go to Pamina? You guys can split up this way. One of you go here. Go up to Stanley. Go here. Edmonton, go to Dauphine. This should be a very quick war into Canada. I don't think it'll take long at all. Go to the Brisbane River. From Prince Rupert's, go here. Maple Creek, Winnipeg. Yeah, army composition is pretty good too, so they're gonna be occupying these territories. And very quickly, very, very quickly. There are some forts here, but this one is only in 7 days. I don't think I had a fort, though. So maybe you go up north. You go to Arviat. And where's Norway House? You're right here. Go to Churchill. And from Glenora, go to Dredden. I know some of these armies are probably going to be overlapping a little bit. And we got the price of infamy. So, chances of them declaring war on us. Well, I guess we have a really high military score. Despite the loss of our navy. It should jump up another few thousand once we actually get our navy built. Considering that this time it's going to be pretty much completely full of heavies. Or battleships, sorry. Go to Fort Simpson. From Churchill, go to Pickle. Just kind of chill in there. You have 2 defense, but no attack. From Winnipeg, you have 3 attacks to go help in Pickle. Go to Ross River down here. And we should definitely have that 100, almost. Oh, Japanese states have a dreadnought and a cruiser. But they're fighting dreadnoughts. So I don't know if they're going to win. Well, it seems like they're doing fairly well, considering the situation they're in. And you guys... honestly, I don't really know what to do with you. Just go man the borders against America. Go to Inuvik. 1 reliance. Where are we at now? We have 11 war score from the battles, 17 from occupation. We're also getting our taken war score. I know there's a battle over here. So I do imagine they are going to land their troops. For us, all we need to do is just fight them back after they land. So I'm going to put some troops down here. Well, I guess I could call in my allies here, the Indus. They'll accept. They have 132 brigades, too. And they could probably keep my enemies away from my country. Or if they do invade, I'm sure they can probably do something about it. Or they attack their navies. Like, that's probably the better thing for them to do. How strong is the Indus Navy? 15 ships, so maybe not that much. But powerful enough where it should be able to attack them comfortably. We'll see how that goes. So pickle up. They said we got attacked somewhere. I don't see anywhere. Alright, that battle is 6.3 war score for us. They are retreating. Let us go ahead and follow them to Winnipeg. Then we'll head back there. You try to go to Repulse Bay. Otherwise, keep pushing to the east. While I watch what goes on over here. So we have several dreadnoughts for the Indus. In fact, all they have are dreadnoughts and a cruiser. So I think they'll be able to do pretty good against the British. They roll better. And from Thunder Bay, go to Toronto. Ooh, they have a lot of troops there, don't they? If we get them to attack us, which I can't even see because they have so many troops there. From here, yeah, let's go there and then have you come up here. Now we can build submarines. They have 2 attack. I'm going to go ahead and attack this army. And I'll send these guys to reinforce as soon as they can. So let's send you to reinforce. And there goes that army. You attack this guy, if you can. While you guys, I'll have one of you go to Pickle, while the rest, or just the other army, goes here to Quebec City. Or Quebec. Oh yeah, we're getting crushed, aren't we? Oh, my bad. Totally my bad. We're not going to make it in time. Honestly, I thought those were mobilized units. I did not think they were actual units. And we're not going to be able to retreat them at all. Nope, there's no way. Yeah, we lost 7 war score. So we can get them to attack us instead. So I'm gonna have you stay here. You go occupied Sudbury. Stay here. Actually, we could attack them now. I think we have enough units to do it. They're going to Troy Rivieres on the 3rd of January, so maybe we could do something like this. And you stay here. We'll wipe out these units. For Rupert, great. Alright, won that battle, then move this way. And they shouldn't have any time to dig in. Yeah, they don't have any time to dig in. But we did apparently gain that 0 dice roll. That is extremely painful. And we're still winning pretty well. Let's go to Kingston. 0.1 war score, that's it? Wow. Let's keep the pressure up then. You go to, what is this, Hamilton? We won't take White Peace. We're already at 74% war score, so of course we won't. And let's go to, they're going to Quebec City, so let's go ahead and follow them there. We're at 80% now, and they would accept. So let's end this war. Great. That's what we wanted. Let's send our troops back home. So we will, I don't need these guys actually, so let's go grab you guys. And you. And you. Of one go here. I think we have enough troops to man all the border provinces, I believe. Yeah. Well, actually, I guess there is also Mexico to keep in mind. Considering Mexico, no we don't, but we have enough. So Japanese Pacific states are now 7.5 million pops. And there we go. The North American Union just formed. Though, let me fix this really quick. These little names are all wonky, so give me 1 second, I'll fix it. And we're back. And the name's fixed. So the Greater Japanese Pacific States is all along the west coast of North America. And of course, the North American Union did form. Oh, there we go. We found his Marian Palace, apparently. We're discovering a bunch of inventions. They do have rebels here, which is probably good, because I don't know how I feel about this yellow North American Union, this Borgoi dictatorship. Dominican Republic, I just don't know if I care about that much. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah. Shadow of War with Australia. I mean, I'll ally them. Who are they at war with? I don't really want to actually go into war, though. Don't call me in, please. Our reforms are fine. Rebel-wise, I don't think we're going to have any issues. We are completely a totalitarian system now. In fact, maybe I should remove... I mean, we have plenty of units. Assimilation rate, immigration push, pop growth. Gain 15 infamy. We already have a bunch of infamy, though. I'm doing it. Just lost 7-8 million people. But our Japanese is growing, and this also means that we should have more Japanese majority areas. So forming states should be a little bit easier, at least in some of those territories. Yeah, these are Chinese areas, like little South Jiangxi. They're getting so much crafts and they can't even keep up. Let's get the shoe prep. Let's just get them some clerks. And the Kokaku Prefecture. Aeroplanes. Tanks, of course. Automobiles. Let's give them some or maybe some steel factories. Artillery. Actually, let's get machine goods. Get some artillery as well. That should help them. Norjiangzi. Let's give you some similar stuff. Maybe some like radio factories. Small arms. How about... what else do we need? Obviously lots of ammunition. Canned food is a big thing. Great. But let's go ahead and start switching things around a little bit. So what areas are not states yet? So here, they're at 0.54%. So let's go ahead and encourage bureaucrats here. Over in Kainan. Not so much. Guangxi, yes. It's getting pretty close. How about Takasago? Oh yeah, very, very close. Maybe up here? No, definitely not. South Anhui? Nope. North? No. West Shandong? No. And some of these areas just don't have any sort of bureaucrat presence, which makes me feel like it's probably not gonna happen. It's only 0.18. You are 0.0. So I don't think anywhere in Korea will be close, just because we haven't had any sort of immigration. There's no assimilation there either. Maybe over in the Philippines. I can see that. They're pretty close in some of these areas. So we'll focus on there next after we get those guys done. Austria does want to call us to arms. They're at war with Italy. Honestly, I'm just gonna not. No, I'm not joining. I don't want to join. Don't want to get involved in any of that stuff just yet. We're gonna wait for the infamy wars to hopefully fire, get rid of them. Something. Coalition fights, please. So I can do something with my allies. I want to fight a great war before this campaign ends, which will be about another less than 10 years. Got a raving loon. Doesn't sound like a great leader. A new age. Great. There's supposed to be another event, the North American Union event, but I don't know if I saw that. Maybe I clicked through it. Anyways, a new age. A new age is upon the world. Nearly 100 years have passed, and the world is nearly unrecognizable as compared to a century ago. A Greater Japan has risen in Asia and released the continent from European imperialism. Greater Japan's rise in power also led to the formation of potentially its greatest foe, the North American Union. Only time will tell whether these two nations will clash again, and if and when they do, God help us all. As industrialization has expanded across the globe and new technologies bring new methods to spread death and war, the world has truly entered a new age, the age of global wars. We shall prepare for the worst, a new age has dawned. Yeah, they're not gonna be that powerful for a while. I think we thoroughly weakened them. In fact, they are losing pops. Like a ton. Not so much due to emigration, but it seems just they're probably killing them off through fighting all these rebels. Or simply because of the occupations. So, of course, North American Union is going to be struggling for a cool minute. That's kind of to be expected when a foreign power invades and annexes your entire western portion of the country. Though, honestly, I'm almost tempted to just kind of skip forward a little bit. But we're so close to the end of the game that I'm a little bit iffy on just doing that. Let's see here. Okay. I could literally just speed up the video. That's an option. Then just stop it as soon as something interesting happens. I mean, because we have the North American Union. Apparently American Communists. are taking over. Now this will be interesting. Can you imagine? Oh, there we go. Like I said, can you imagine half, like all of Asia's fascist, and then North America becomes basically the proto, or the our universe or reality's version of what would have been the Soviet Union. Russia is a regular monarchy, while you have republics in both Britain and France. The Treaty of Vienna, what just happened? Okay, I didn't read that. And apparently the Greater Germanic Empire just got released. Now that's interesting, because they have cores. This is the other Supernation that I have in the game. And somehow it was released. I don't know if you guys want to like pause and look at that event and read it or whatnot, but Czechoslovakia's formed. This Greater Germanic, that's so interesting. Look at this. They have cores on all of this. So it makes me a bit curious on how they're gonna approach that. If they do, and there's only 8 years left in the game. So whether they do approach it, even. The French ultimatum. There we go. The coalition wars are starting. This is the next portion of the campaign that I wanted to get into. Of course, we will never surrender. Do it. The Maratha Confederacy's... Oh, dang. Heck yeah. Call ally. They won't accept. Never mind. I thought they were going to automatically join the war. So we are at war with France now. Is our navy somewhat done yet? 103 ships, he has 73 transports and 30 battleships. So it's actually at a point where it's sufficient enough where I could call it to fight wars for us. So we got armors, we have any... We have artillery, we have armor, and that's about it. I need to speed this up. So what can we build? So canned food looks like to be the biggest inhibitor right now. So let's buy 1,000 or 2,000, as many as we can. 2,000 units of canned food. There we go. Yep, now everything's being built. I guess canned food is really just that thing that was holding everything back. Maratha Confederacy wants to call us in to go to war against Persia and Bukhara again. They go to war with the UK. Interesting. I think they can handle it themselves since they have 85 brigades. Germany is declared on us. Do you think would Maratha Confederacy actually help us out here? No, Austria, FRCA. No, of course not. I was kind of hoping for some sort of great war to spawn. Holy site disturbed. Okay, so how should we approach this? Ideally, we can build a supermassive navy and do a massive naval invasion. It would just take a while because all these are being built in the same little area. So artillery looks like to be part of an issue. I'm going to research these as quick as possible so we can actually get these navies built quicker. Oh, they're a great power now. The Kingdom of the Indus is a great power now. Oh, they have a cast spell against me? What? Why? Strange. Oh, it's probably good to contain me. Will they actually do it? Do you think they would declare war on me? I guess I wouldn't, you know, doubt it if it actually happened. In which case I would just call my allies and I'm sure we can all crush them together. Though I don't have a ton of units to really fight off the Indus. If it came down to it, that's their territory. See, it's colored similar for a reason. Because they're supposed to be my puppets. Send you down here. Though I am preparing for the eventuality of them getting the event that declares war on me. Though it does mean the Maratha Confederacy is in a position to try and declare war on these guys. If it really came down to it. Back Iraq. Acquire Baghdad. I mean, maybe I should back them. Everyone wants to support the People's Union. I suppose I could let them to start joining them, because I feel like if I join a side, then automatically they're going to be like, oh, let's go join the UK. And they switched again. So I think they're a normal republic. Yep, now they're back to a republic. Their army's still not built up, though. So whether they can actually keep that is a different story. In fact, it's being invaded once again. There you go, Maratha Confederacy. But number 9, all they have to do is overtake the Kingdom of the Indus, which should be a possibility. The Battle of the Java Sea, that's because our navies are still being built. But the Java Sea is down here. Let's go ahead and reinforce these guys. Let's send in you. There we go. Where are they going? The coast of Brunei. I guess they can be going down. I mean, I don't know where they would be retreating to. There's not really anywhere to retreat to. Because we already have Oceania controlling all of, well, the Pacific. Yeah. The only areas that haven't been under our control is Australia and New Zealand. Which are their own, like, puppet countries, so it's kind of difficult. We can't really justify against a puppet country. Which is unfortunate. I mean, ideally, that would be something we could do. The Golden Andes. Let's go ahead and do that. I did this event chain like every single playthrough, and I've always died. I've never actually been able to finish it. Italy has joined the North American Union. I can't because, of course, I am at war. Oh, they're going to cut Britain down to size. And Italy just declared war on me. So my fleet is right here. Let's go ahead and support our Oceanian allies. War interrupts expedition. What? Okay, well, that's new. I never knew that was a thing. Oh, we are attacking, or being attacked by... They have 8 dreadnoughts. I mean, we should have more ships over here now. 3 more battleships. And the UK just got cut down to size, didn't they? Oh, yeah. What is dismantle them, though? Not yet. Maybe I should dismantle all these guys. I could do it. I could dismantle them. But what we need to do is get a massive sea lift capability, which requires building a ton more steam transports. I feel fairly confident in the scope of this battle. So we do have this level, what, 3 attack general? And it's really just a matter of defeating the dreadnoughts. Oh, their troops are coming. Yeah, okay. I don't think they'll be able to win that. But it's good to know that they are actually sending troops. I didn't think about that. Okay, I have... Well, it's a really crappy army, but I have one. You guys go here, you go here. I suppose Russia will probably declare on us soon too, because they are a great power. See, now that's something I did not consider. And as soon as our truce is up with the North American Union, which will be in about a year, we could imagine them declaring war as well. But I think the Japanese Pacific States are in a... Oh, yeah. They're already mobilized. I think they could probably handle America should it come down to it. Well, the North American Union, the NAU. I don't really have the capabilities of actually getting these guys back. So, for the most part, I'm going to have to rely on getting these new troops put together. So we have armors, we have airplanes, we have artillery, and we have stormtroopers. So let's go ahead and build these armies up. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do that super quick. That's 1, 2. And we're going to have to send them all the way over to Russia, because that's where it looks like the combat's all happening at. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this will be enough. This should definitely be enough to hopefully curtail whatever armies they sent at us. I think we should have about 6 of these guys. That's 6 and 4 more of these guys. Anyways, I know this episode's probably going to come out after the fact. I think this is episode 19, I believe. So I think this comes out on Monday, is my plan. So today is Friday, so I'm planning on interspersing this a little bit. So I'll upload my videos once a day so I can have some time to work on the second portion of the mod for the next country we're going to do, so you guys can still have some videos coming out before we actually do it. But anyways, yesterday Paradox Interactive announced that they're going to be doing their... well, I guess it's their online version of ParadoxCon this year, since obviously you can't have ParadoxCon. But they're announcing all the new titles, or new expansions, or just giving updates to the games they have in development. But of course, because of the pandemic, I'm not entirely sure how development of new games is going. Granted, game development is probably a profession that is better. I mean, you can actually perform mobilely. You don't have to be inside of a studio to do it. I mean, obviously you have the better resources and whatnot, but as far as the Paradox Interactive studio goes, they should be able to at least develop games. And my entire point behind this is that obviously come this time of year, everyone gets amped up because, you know, who knows, maybe they can release Victoria 3, announce Victoria 3. Will they do it? I don't know. Paradox has been holding out on us for a very long time when it comes to Victoria 3. To the point where they are working on CK3 before even though Victoria 3 is probably next in line, they did go for CK3. I think CK2 was a run on the EU4 engine, I remember correctly. Or maybe, is that right? Or maybe CK2 is later. Or maybe they'll announce EU5, who knows? They could. They totally could. Who knows with Paradox? Speculation, though. I'm very excited for any potential Victoria 3 game. So they are just whamming on us, aren't they? We have -5 digging against them, so I'm going to keep it at that. They have attacked us here at Illy. This army is not very suited for repelling any attacks. Okay, so you guys should be about ready. So I'm going to send you guys straight over to the front lines. So over here, ideally. By the time you get over here, you should probably as well just go ahead and reinforce these guys. And they are going to attack us in... No, they aren't. Mongolia has a ton of troops too. Well, 21. But enough. And now they're attacking us along the Russian border. France... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Should we mobilize? That's a serious question. Should we mobilize? We could go ahead and create some more, or two more armies. But I think we probably should, simply because we do have armies sort of spread out across the globe. We're facing a more of a modern America, hypothetical invasion sort of scenario, where our armies are spread across the entire globe and we can't bring them back to Asia. Actually, maybe we could. We do have this fleet. They are just slamming or swarming my navy with their ships, which is the biggest issue with this, because that means I can't really send my ships or fleets in. Anyways, this episode's probably gone on for too long, so I'm going to end it here. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. As always, please leave a like down below and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content just like this and more frequent uploads. If you have any suggestions, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'll see you next time.